Hello everyone, this is Neha Sharma here, and today we will see No Men Are Foreign, which is very interesting and very beautiful poem written by James Kirkup. So guys, today we will discuss the theme of the poem, summary of the poem, and we will try to do the analysis of some the stanzas. In this poem, the poet has given a message of love and brotherhood. So let's know what he is writing in his poem. But before that, I want to give you the general introduction of this poem, that the poem No Men Are Foreign is written by James Kirkup in 1966. He was born in 1918 to 2009. It is an anti-war poem that teaches the primal unity of mankind and the foolishness of going to war. The poet has given the message of love and brotherhood through this poem. According to the poet, no men are foreign and no countries are strange. We are all same. There's a very great thought in this poem which advocates the unity of humanity. No man or no human being are different, and no country is foreign. Everybody lives on the same earth and breathes in the same air. If we hate others, it will be like hating ourselves, because there are no differences between us and others. Love is the best weapon to win over others. By taking up arms against each other, we pollute the human earth itself. Therefore, we should always keep in mind that no man or no human beings are foreigners, and no countries are to be strange. So the message which the poet wants to give here, that we should never hate others, because by hating others we lose their love. We should always remember that no men are foreign, no one is strange, and no countries are different. They are not strange. We all are same. When we talk about the formation of the poem, right? So the formation and the structure of this poem, we will see that the poem is written in free verse. What is this free verse? Well, there is no proper rhyming scheme, so this is called free verse. Therefore, there is no rhyme scheme of the poem, and the poem is on the whole written in 20 lines. You can see on the screen 5 stanzas are there, and this poem is divided into 5 quatrains. Quatrains means a stanza of 4 lines, and here the poet has used enjambment actually in most of the lines, right? And all the 5 stanzas are streamlined to convey the central idea of universal brotherhood. So through his poem, James Kirkup keeps on insisting on the one theme, that is equality of mankind. He is desperate to have the oneness of mankind, despite all the man-made differences of color, race, nationality, and faith. He proposes all men and women to be brothers and sisters. So let's have a look of stanza number 1. Remember, no men are strange, no countries are foreign. Beneath uniforms, a single body breathes like ours. The land our brothers walk upon. Is earth like this in which we all shall lie? So this is the stanza number 1, right, which we have to study. So let's see what is the explanation of this stanza number 1. So here in this stanza number 1, the poet is addressing all of us, everyone, every human being of the world. He tells us to remember that no men are strange, all are of same kind. No country of the world is foreign. He says no one is different from others. Under all uniforms, we have body which breathes similarly. He means to say we all human beings are equal despite of our different countries also and cultures also. The land on which a man of other country walks is similar to ours. It is the same earth. It is the same earth in which we all will get buried after death. So this he wants to speak in first stanza. In other words, we can say that all people are equal under the sky, for everyone breathes like everyone else. He feels that if borders are removed from earth, no country will be foreign and everyone will be free to move around. For the borders is something that separates countries from each other. And the poet here tells that the entire earth is one and the people who live on this earth belong to one human race, right? That's why he said that a single body breathes like ours. So we all have to walk on the same earth, and we will be buried in the graves on the same earth after the death. So this he wants to speak in his first stanza of the poem. If we'll talk about the poetic device, we discussed earlier the poem is written in free verse, right? So there is no rhyming scheme here. If we'll talk about the different poetic devices here, so that is what? Let's see. In first line, remember no men are strange, no countries foreign. Beneath all uniform a single body breathes. So here you have to underline this body and breathes. See, B sound is being repeated here and body breathes, second line, last two words, body breathes, right? So this is what? This is alliteration here, right? This is what? Alliteration. Now in next, the poetic device used here is in line number 2, 3 and 2, 3 and 4. What is that? Here it is enjambment. I've told you in the beginning of the poem also that he has used enjambment in his poem, right? So when there is enjambment, when there is no punctuation mark in the end of the line and the next line starts with the capital letter, or to get the meaning of first line we have to go to the second line and then continue, right? So here you can see that second, third and fourth lines means to get the meaning of second line we have to go in third line and then we have to go to fourth line. So this is what? This is enjambment, when some thought is continue in the next line. So that is called enjambment, right? You can see one more poetic device here, that is what? Beneath all uniforms. So this word uniform, this uniform refers to the military of the different countries, right? So this uniform is being compared to the dresses or the uniform which is worn by military. So this is what? This is what? Metaphor in the word uniform, right? So we have seen here three. One is in uniform, that is metaphor. One is in body breathes, that is alliteration. And one is in line number 2, 3 and 4, that is what? Enjambment. Okay. So these are the poetic devices which are used here in this first stanza. So dear students, throughout the poem we will learn that poet believes that the war is caused by false belief of the people who have ceased to believe in the essential unity of man. And he is telling that this xenophobia, so the spelling of xenophobia is Xenophobia, xenophobia, or the fear of the foreign is the very basic of war, right? And this fear leads us to hate our brothers and the human being or the human species on the earth. So this we have learnt in this stanza number 1. Now let's come to stanza number 2, which says, they too aware of sun and air and water are fed by peaceful harvest, by war's long winter starved. The hands are ours, and in their lines we read a labor not different from our own. Now in this stanza, this word they, in the first line you can see here, they is there. So this word they refers to those people who belong to other countries, means our neighbor, the citizens, the people of our neighboring countries, right? We call them foreigners and discriminate them and fight with them also, right? This you all know. There is a lot of fight or the war against with the different countries, with the foreign countries. So we do that because we believe that they are foreigners and they are not of our standard, they do not match with us, etc. So that's why we fight with them, right? So here they too aware of sun and air and water. So here the poet says that the nature has given all the bounties to all the people, also just like he has given to us. We are enjoying all these things. We are enjoying air, we are enjoying sun, we are enjoying water, we are just this water and air and all this. These are the natural things which God has given us. So God has given them too. So what is the difference between we people and others, right, who are foreigners? In second line, are fed by peaceful harvest, by war's long winter starved. So starve means to die with hunger, right? So everyone gets sunlight, air and water in equal measure, which means that God does not differentiate between people from different countries. So why we do that? We all do farming during the time of peace when there is no war, right? Are fed by peaceful harvest. So this harvest here means to what the crops and all that. So whatever they also have that same things here which we eat. We all do farming during the peace time. There are farmers also in the different countries. Suppose we take example of our neighboring countries and the countries which are in the world. So they also do this farming. That's why they can get the food, no? So they also do the harvest. By war's long winter starved. We all do farming during the time of peace when there is no war, and we live a relaxed life and we eat the things which are given to us by nature. Their hands are ours and in their lines we read a labor not different from our own. So further he adds that the way we starve during wars and winter time is the same for those belonging to other countries. Even they don't get food at that time. So he wants us to say that the foreigners who belong to other country and we both are same. The foreigners and we both are same. And then the poet says that even their hands are same as ours. They work very hard just like we do. He is giving all these examples to convey to the readers that there is no difference in us and the people belonging to other countries. So why we take them as foreigners? Why we discriminate with that? Why we keep on fighting with them? Right? So this is the question raised by the poet here. So dear students, in the second stanza of the poem, we learned that we all have the same basic needs and we depend on the same resources such as air, food and water to fulfill our needs. People everywhere have the same physical, mental and the emotional needs and experiences. Now let's discuss the poetic devices and rhyming scheme of the second stanza. So dear students, here let's see this word peaceful harvest. Peaceful harvest is what? It is one of the poetic devices used, and war's long winter starved. So let's discuss first the meaning of this and the poetic device here. So here the starvation, starved means what? The starvation is experienced during the unproductive and the harsh winter that describes the want and the hunger faced during wartime. Both these conditions lead to the ultimate destruction. So this is what? This is metaphor here, right? And the second word, this peaceful harvest. So this is what? This is working as a transferred epithet because harvest is what? Peaceful, right? So here the adjective peaceful is being written with harvest. So that is what? Here a transferred epithet. So let's discuss this more clearly. that it is not the harvests that themselves that are peaceful, but peaceful social and the political conditions that prevent a shortage of the crops or famine and make harvest possible. So that's why this one peaceful harvest is being recognized as transferred epithet in this line. So this is what we have to discuss in second stanza. Next stanzas of this poem from third onwards we will discuss in the next video. Till then, please make the notes of this with the new words and the poetic devices used. Thank you very much.